Okay, I hope that worked. Everything's acting funny. We're going to graph quadratic functions, and we're going to use, normally we would use our calculator in class to help us, but since you're at home, let's use Desmos, and I think Desmos is actually way easier. So I'm just going to open a new tab here, type in desmos.com, and I'm going to choose the graphing calculator right at the very front. And then we want to give it an equation and have it graph for us. Well, the problems give us an equation, so what I'm going to do is highlight it. I don't want to get the period at the end. Now, there's some shortcut keys you need to know. I can copy something by pressing Control. So I got Control held down and I'm pressing C. So I press Control C and that's going to copy. You could also right click on it and tell it copy, but I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to go over here and then to paste, we're going to do Control and V as in victory. Now this works. Notice there's my equation, but there's one problem. See this little squared right here? It did it as a 2. So we do have to fix that. And it does it every time. So I'm going to click, I'm going to hit backspace to get rid of that, bring up my little keyboard down here at the bottom, and I'm going to choose the A2, which gives me my squared. And then I can get rid of this. Now I can use my zoomy wheel to scroll in and out. You can also use the minus, and I can click and drag around here. Now, if we go back here and look at our instructions, it says plot the vertex. So the vertex is the tip of the curve. So the vertex should be right here. Now, if I click on the line, you notice some dots pop up. It should always have a dot at the vertex. So it tells me my dot is at 1, -7. Okay, so I'm going to go to 1 and then down to -7 and put my first dot. I need another dot, and I can pick from any of these. Well, since that one's decimally, I don't want to do that. 0, -2. Okay, let's put a dot at 0, -2. Okay, it should match. We can click submit, and it says awesome. Right, and we can just keep doing that. So I'm going to highlight this one. So I click and drag. Control C for copy. Go over here. I'm going to just highlight that one and Control V to paste it. Again, my squared is messed up, so I'm going to backspace that, get my keyboard, choose the squared. All right, here's my graph. Notice we got dots. So my vertex, the tip of the curve, is the one we always want first. So that's -1, -9. So we'll go -1, -9. And then 0, -2. So 0, -2. Click, submit. Super easy, right? Every once in a while you get a problem. I don't think it's going to give us a problem on this one, but I'm going to show you how we fix that in case it does. So I'm going to highlight and copy this. So again, Control and then C to copy. Go over here, highlight, Control V to paste the new one. Fix that squared. Okay. So you notice it gives you dots. I can't use 3.225 when I'm graphing. It's not going to let me do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab the vertex. So that's 2, -3, and 2, and then down to -3. Now it should always give you the vertex, but sometimes, depending on the zoom, depending on the graph, it may not give you other dots. All right. So if it doesn't give you other dots, what we can do is actually click this edit list, a little gear, and then click the picture of a table. And notice it gives us dots. There's 0, 5, which is this one right here. There's -1, 15, which is off the screen. 1, -1, that's this one right here. 2, -3, that's this one right here. So I can actually pick them out. So, all right, so let's just put a dot at 1, -1. So 1, -1. Okay. So that's all there is to it. Let's skip over here to the end and let's do it one more time. We're going to make it the table one more time. So I'm going to highlight to copy, Control C to actually copy it. Back over here, Control V. Whoa. All right, because I had other stuff in here, it messed up. So that's fine. I'm just going to click the X's and get rid of all these. Control V. Whoa. Oh, it's because of the negative sign in front. So this one had the negative in front. It's thinking it's a minus, so it's doing weird stuff. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And see if I paste it, Control V, it's making 3 different lines. That's fine. I'm just going to copy this. So Control C, Control V. So we need to fix this. I'm going to put a negative in front, and I'm going to fix this 2 into a squared. There we go. I'm going to check and make sure. Negative x squared minus 2x minus 2. All right, looks good. Notice this one is upside down. It's upside down because of the negative in front. That's fine. We got 2 dots there, but I'm going to go ahead and make my table. Now, the problems all say start the vertex or plot the vertex. Start with the vertex. So that is -1, -1. So -1, -1 right there. And then we need some other dots. So how about -2, -2? -2, -2. All right, now click submit, and we're good to go. Okay, and like I said, let's just go ahead and do this one since I had trouble. It may give us weird stuff because of that negative in front. So Control C to copy it. I'm gonna come over here. Control V. Yep, see how it broke it all apart? So what we can do, since it wants to paste it weird, is again, you can just type all this in, but let's see if we can just highlight this, copy that. It's not gonna let me because of the fractions and the minuses. It doesn't like that. Okay, so I need to put in negative, and then it was 1/2 x squared. So if I go down here, there is a 1 divided by 2, and notice that just goes ahead and makes it a fraction. I need to press over x squared, all right, minus x, and then minus 9/2. And again, for the fractions, I can just do divide. So -9/2. All right, there's my graph. Notice again, and I'm just clicking and dragging here. Click on the line. Notice it's upside down because it starts with a negative. So we have a dot at -1, -4. So -1, -1, -4. And then let's go ahead and turn on our table. -1, -4, 1, -6 is a nice one. So 1, -6 right there. Okay, so you may have to type some of these in. It really doesn't like the negatives and the minuses, but if you have to type it in, it's not that big of a deal. Should be able to go through quickly. Remember, go desmos.com and select your calculator. Fast and easy.